saw that clip. So just for those who are on here or going to be looking at this later, I saw the clip that Rough Ends, actually, it was on their page, their official page, and they reposted about Diddy and Timberland talking, and Diddy was going in and talking a little bit and very strong about R&B dead, not dead, or what do we need to do to revive it. Tell me a little bit about what you think, R&B Shannon.
R&B Shannon.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I agree with Puffy. I mean, I talk about this all the time. I just feel like there's no emotional attachment to the music. Even the people that we love, like her, like Ella May, the music is there's still no like emotional attachment to the music. So they're just making a bunch of words. It's a bunch of words that don't really mean anything. And I don't think it has anything to do with age. It's just a bunch of words that don't even mean nothing. To me, I have no attachment at all to not one R&B song, quote unquote R&B song on the radio right now, on streaming platforms right now. Nothing. Nothing.
And
Maybe
that
maybe Tim's, I mean, when you need no other nothing. That song, I mean, that's probably the only song that I like right now that actually makes me feel something, you know?
and that comment right there is a lot of weight coming from an R&B singer such as yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, for me, and I've always said this for years. I've always said this for years. I always thought for a while that it's not dead. It's the fact that, not saying it's not being made either. There's, with everything changing in the music industry and a lot of things shifting to hip hop and all that other stuff, for me, and I don't care even if it's hip hop at the end of the day, period. If it's not sounding right, garbage, whatever people want to say it is, a bunch of mumbles or whatever, who do we blame? Do we blame the artists? Do we blame the record labels? Do we blame the producers? Is there anybody that we can really blame, or do they all take part in? Because one of the things that Puffy had said, there is no feeling. Well, as the music industry was changing, at the end of the day, this is what became popular to certain ears. So it's no longer putting a feeling in it. It's no longer wasting my time and energy from writing words. It became catchphrases. And so once that caught on, it was a done deal. Like, you have no, okay, oh shoot, yeah. Okay, then you know what I mean? All these kind of little catchphrases became an entire song. So now your lyrics have been obsolete.
Yeah, a song on the radio now is what, 2 minutes and 30 something, 40 something seconds.
Come
That's
on.
all you get. You're getting a first verse, you're getting a hook, you're getting a bridge, a hook out. Like, it's not and then nobody's putting out bodies of work anymore. So you don't really have to put a lot of effort into the music that you're making, because everything is just so easy. They want that 2 minutes and 30 something seconds, and that's it. You got to think about it. You go to the studio and all you got to think of is creating something for 2 minutes and 30 something seconds. Like, what kind of effort are you putting into writing that? Like, what can I feel from a song that's 2 minutes and 38 seconds long? How can you even be attached to a song that's 2 minutes and 38 seconds long? And so I think that plays a lot to the ADD that everybody's developed in to listening to music. Like the radio, like I said, they're giving you 2 minutes and 38 seconds. And that's not enough time. That's why the songs are so catchy, because they ain't that long. You know what I'm saying? It don't take you long to learn a hook, a verse, a vamping out. You good. And then the vocals ain't that much, so anybody can sing vocals. So, like Puffy said, ain't nobody like really singing. Can somebody stand up flat foot without the auto tune? You know what I'm saying? Without all that, and really sing and sing that nobody can. Like, it's not. It's so boring. It's boring.
Let me ask you
And
a quick question. Can you see
mhm.
me? Can you see me? Am I going in and out? I just want to make sure. Are we
No,
good?
I see you clear.
Okay, cool. Listen, from a spectator's point of view, from a person that loves music, obviously celebrate people. I go out and support people. I have always said, I've said before, I need my songs back. Period, point blank. I don't have anything to do with anything else that's going on. I like all different kind of music. But what I grew up on was a structured song. I had hooks, verses, bridges, whatever, intros, outros, and the auto tune for me personally, again, as a music supporter, a patron that pays money to go see artists, I need to hear a song. I'm so, man, I'm just so right now, I'm so on giving a show. I need my money's worth. I need to hear and see a show. And
Mm-hmm.
a show to me is from the intro to the ending. And had a lots of feeling exactly. Right now, for me, and matter of fact, I was just working with somebody a couple of days ago,
Mm-hmm.
helping somebody do a little bit of artist development. This
Mm-hmm.
person is just running around on the stage, and it's like, okay, now can you got to slow down? And I advise this person, listen to the words that you're singing,
Mm-hmm.
take your action words, and you need to feel those words that you're singing. And when you feel that, you can portray that feeling to your audience. And so there's a
Mm-hmm.
disconnection from the artist that's actually doing the performing, and then there's a disconnection with the actual your audience. So
You know, oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead,
Mhm.
go ahead.
What I feel about that is like when I do shows that I do songs that I love that make me feel a certain way. And so if the song makes me feel a way, then I can see it and portray it in a way that I know another person is going to feel what I feel when I'm singing and performing the song. So if you up there singing songs you don't really like, you just picking a song because it's popular, or you picking a song because you know it, or you're not really stepping outside of your box learning music and things like that. It is not. It is gonna come across as robotic. Like it's no feeling. You just bored with the person. You know what I'm saying? I sing stuff that I feel like in my gut, in my heart. You see, when I be singing, I be like, girl, I be up there sweating hot because I be feeling it. Like I be like, child,
It,
that music. Mm-hmm.
and you know what? You also have to have a connection to music. Period.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Oh my
Connect to the
God.
music. Connect to the music. I'm sitting there advising. You know, it's so typical too with the R&B. What do they keep? They make fun of grabbing the air and stuff like that. But see, again, if you're not connected to the music or the songs that you're singing, you lack the feeling. Therefore, there will be no feeling portrayed.
Yeah. Girl, being connected to music. Okay. I I'm gonna tell you an example of what that means to me. Once me, I have a friend named Carrie. You probably know Carrie. Carrie from Indy that live here.
Yeah.
Carrie and I, one time, it's been years ago, we rode to Indiana together. We both had to go up there for something, I don't know. But we rode together. We went in Carrie's car. We was listening to all the R&B music, like from the 90s, 80s. I mean, we was listening to everything, 2000s. We was singing every song. It was like, oh my God. Like every song that came out, we'd be like, oh my God, do you remember this? And we would sing it. And you like felt euphoria almost, like, you know what I mean? Like connected to the music does not mean somebody told you you can sing and now you feel like you deserve to be famous. Connected to the music means that you look at it like it is an art. You look at it like it is a profession. You look at it in love, like it's at the core of you. And if it's not, even if you're not a singer, even if you're not a singer, you can still be connected to music, and it just gives you a different feeling. Our heartbeat in our lives, period, is music. Everything that our lives have been encompassed with is surrounded by music. How we feel about music, the different eras of music, is our whole life is about music. And it's like, how can you not be connected? But there are people who are not. And it's because somebody told them they can sing, and now they feel like they should be famous. And they ain't really did no work, and they ain't really did no research, and they ain't really listening to nobody. They just going with, I can sing, and you can't tell me nothing. I ain't gotta learn nothing because I already know it. And you know, this is my world. You know, that's how people come across nowadays.
But you know what? There's some things that I'm thinking about as you talking. Lack of the right engineer or the right producer. Maybe that producer doesn't want you to put as much into it. Maybe it's about his production, his or her production.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have we seen even some of the greats right now, well-known people? We know that their voices are not that impeccable, but it was a track. It was something about that particular era, that particular time, that particular person, or even that particular label. They pushed it, and all of a sudden you loved it. You know what I mean? And so it's there's a lot of things going on. In my opinion, there is no artist development anymore. So it's like, well, if we're not gonna do this, then what is it I can do to make a quick buck? This is all just my opinion, again, as a spectator that loves music, and I've saw and watched how the industry has declined as far as quality of music. That is from me and my perspective. I love music, and then not to mention we dance.
Well,
You know,
I
you
don't
don't
really
dance
know how to
anymore.
dance. I don't really know how. I've been faking all these years. All I know how to do now is like, I don't know how to dance no more, girl. My knees.
You are
It's my
stupid.
knees. But you're right. There is no artist development anymore because you don't have time to develop as an artist. What started that was, I feel like, American Idol. Like, even though on American Idol, they were whipping them into shape. However, it was like, boom, I'm famous. Like, it was like, I just tried out for a show. Now I'm the #1 famous person in the world. Don't get me wrong. The people who have accumulated the fame from the shows like that deserve it, and they can sing. Fantasia is one of my, I love Fantasia. Like, she's one of my favorites, you know? And so, but the artist development is not even necessary no more because music is so boring. It's not really much they have to do. You know what I'm saying? Because R&B is so hip hop now. Like, all you gotta do is put on a record. Hey, boo.
Her
Hold
biggest
up, love.
fan.
You see, hold up, love there. Hey. So that's Kevin. Kevin. So anyway,
But you know
it's
what? It
just,
seems like it's about Jordan Sparks. Okay, all right. M Head, filmmaker. All right, Marcus Head is in the house. Jordan Sparks. You know, there are a lot of
love Jordan
people.
Sparks.
Me too. I mean, there are a
Tell me
lot of
how I'm
people.
supposed to breathe with no air.
Yeah.
No air, no air. Got me out here in the water so deep. Tell me how you gonna breathe without me. Love me some Jordan Sparks, girl.
But come on now, you feel that feeling that you just got after speaking her name, after
Uh-huh.
even singing her song. A
Yeah,
lot of people don't have that feeling anymore. That's it. That's
nobody.
what he was talking about.
That's it.
Oh, I'm just here to get the bag. That's really what it is. And then your
Or just make,
label.
or make a whole bunch of singles.
But see, that's another thing that changed the game. Nobody's putting that time or effort or money into a full project anymore. Excuse me. I'm gonna take it on back. A full album. I don't even
An
know what a full
album.
like
I
I don't
still
know
call
what
it an album.
right. Thank you. An album. But for me, again, like I said, as a music lover, when Puffy said that, I was like, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad somebody
Girl,
knows.
I love
Woo!
Puffy. Let me tell you something about, I've always respected Puffy, except for when he had that one show, like, if you want to work for Puffy or something. I hated that show. But I always loved Puff because he always stepped outside of the the box as it relates to the artists that he put on. He created a whole culture of music, a whole genre of hip hop, of R&B music. I mean, Puffy is an innovator, and he is 100% right. And I feel like if we have somebody like Puffy saying what we saying, it has to be the truth. Like, there's more people out here that feel that way. He's just the only one brave enough to get on a platform like he has and say it. He's speaking about all the R&B music. He said there is none, not one. That means he's saying all y'all out there that's making music, that's getting all this fame and notoriety from it, I don't like none of y'all stuff. That's what he's saying. Okay, he didn't say he didn't like it. He said it's not R&B. He said it's not R&B. It's something else. It's not R&B. And I have to agree with Puff. Like, I don't care how much the music changed. I don't care how much the industry changes. Of course, sounds change. Of course, frequencies and things change, and I mean, everything changes sonically with music, but the core of what music is will never ever ever change in any way. In any way.
The thing with me and music, okay, I've always said this from the people that I work with. Puffy was someone that I would always mention about the work ethic and how he made them go get that cheesecake and everything like this. When you're in your craft, if you don't live, breathe, eat, or sleep it, and you half stepping, then you won't get the fullness and the full experience, and you won't fall in love with your craft. Because when you fall in love with your craft, then you don't have to worry about somebody saying your stuff is not feeling enough. You're going to feel it. Man, if I just hear a song, I'm crying. If I hear a song, I'm ready to dance. But that feeling, it's that feeling. You have to connect as the artist. If you're not connecting with Cheesecake, I know, right? But that's another thing. There are certain people just in this certain field that don't want to put that time and dedication in it. They just don't.
Well,
And
they don't have to.
but
They were not brought up. So when I was learning how to record music, which is, I see it's not necessary anymore to do a bunch of stacks and put all these backgrounds in and all these harmonies in and this and that. I understand you don't have to do all that anymore, but it's okay if you do. And the thing is, the fight between the old school and the new school R&B people. Let's just say Mariah Carey. I was watching her master class, and she said that somebody real popular right now, an R&B singer, they were in the studio together. She won't name who it is, but she said that the person said, "Oh, nobody's doing all that no more. Nobody's stacking and doing all that no more." I mean, Mariah was saying this, and she was like, "Nobody's doing all that." And then Mariah said, because she said that, I put even more stacks on my music. She said, I put even more harmonies on there. She said, because that's what I like. If I don't hear my harmonies and my stacks and stuff on my music, then it's not right. And I literally, when I was listening to that one little thing, tears just started coming down my face. Because I've had producers tell me, "Nah, you don't need to do all that. Nah, we just want you to do this and that." And I'm listening to and I'm like, this sucks. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be represented like this. You ain't got to put a bunch of auto-tune on my voice. Now, I understand that Auto-tune is essential. Not saying the T-Pain in it, but it's essential because it is culturally a part of the sound. And one thing I do know about radio, about streaming, about all that stuff is your music does have to fit in to whatever else is going on, because sonically it has to sound right. It has to fit in, or else the DJs are not going to play it, because how they going to mix it in when it's completely different sonically than what everything else everybody is doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand that part of it. But yeah, I just completely lost my train of thought.
But you know what? No, you're right though. Okay, but Rhonda said it has to
Hi,
come from the
Rhonda.
heart and not just words on the paper. Exactly. That's what we
Yeah,
said,
that's true.
Rhonda. You have to connect with the things that you're saying. And if you're not connecting and all you're doing is just trying to get to the bag, then no, you won't. You won't get that feeling. I mean, everybody has been on a breakup. Everybody has lost someone. Everybody has celebrated a milestone in their life. So when you're looking at these words as a singer, you should be able to pull those action words out and feel those action words. I said it already. Just repeat. Feel those action words. And you do that, you'll probably broaden your base, because listen, at the end of the day, there are only so many things you can talk about in a song. I don't care what kind of song it is. But if you're just gonna get up there and sing blah 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 blah, how do you expect for someone to want to buy your song, download your song, however the freak you want to call it now? How do you expect somebody to want to come see you? Because like you said earlier, it's boring. What are you doing different than the next person?
All these girls are boring.
It is.
Somebody said, got to give Janae Aiko, how do you say her name? Her flowers. Oops. Somebody said give her flowers. Janae Aiko. Was that her name?
Girl, I never know how to pronounce that lady's name, but I know who you're talking about in head. I know who
You
you're
know who
talking
I'm talking
about.
about? You know who he's talking about?
Yep,
Tell me
girl.
what you say now. Okay, I like her. However, she has that same monotone sound that all these other girls have. Like, yeah, they do a lot of riffs. They do a lot of riffs and runs and stuff, but it's still that same, I'm almost ready to commit suicide tone in their voice. There's no emotion. Tell me what you say now. Tell me what you say. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. She got really recognized because she was on R&B music, cussing, talking about getting her booty ate, sucking. Huh? She's on that song with Omarion, Groceries. Eating booties like groceries, something. Yeah, they ain't supposed to be.
But
Supposed to be.
look at all that though. Look at all the lyrics. All the lyrics have changed. So it's no more covering up anything. Everything is just so out there. Like, it's just crazy because not everybody wants to hear that. For me,
I don't want to hear that shit. Excuse me. Sorry. Am I supposed to cuss on here?
see, that's
I don't
that
want to hear
feeling.
that bullshit. Let me tell you something. I'm so sick and tired of having to go like, oh, did they have to say that in the song? Damn. Can we write a song? Can a female come out and write a song without talking about getting her coochie ate, sucking, screwing, what kind of money you need to be spending on me, where you taking me, how big my ass is, what else? I'm sick of the shit. Like, come on. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. As talented as Jasmine Sullivan is she in my top 5? I can only listen to so much of her music because it's so perverted. It's too much. Beyonce, love Beyonce. Love Beyonce. she goes there, but she has a balance. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce has a balance. Some of it is perverted, some of it is cool. Them girls is like my ass, my coochie, take me on the trip and buy me a bag. The whole 17 songs on a project. This is
And
ridiculous.
you know what? I'm glad you even brought that up because you already know the dynamics of the industry has changed. The groups went
Mm-hmm.
out the door, the
Mm-hmm.
females went out the door,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for the females. But like you said, I don't want to hear all that stuff all the time. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to hear or see somebody on the award show constantly dropping it like it's hot. Can you? And this is why some people perceive women as not having any substance themselves, But once again, who do we blame? Is it the artist? Is it the label? Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Cardi B had already talked about she wanted to do other kind of songs, but the label didn't want her to, right?
She said that?
She said something to that effect. There were more
Oh,
songs,
okay.
there were different kind of songs that she wanted to do, but that's not what they want. So at the end of the day, I don't discount a talent out there, but what I like to do, once again, this is my opinion. I'm a avid supporter of the music industry. It's no different than, but see, another thing too, listen, we've been conditioned from men to say all the stuff they want to say, but then at the same time, when women do it, it's just not right. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just not acceptable. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm on both sides. I don't have I'm not playing one side or the other, but I'm also thinking about men been doing it for years. Why
Yeah.
can't we do it? But then at the
Yeah.
same time, change it up. Like
Yeah,
you said,
yeah, that's right. Every song.
yes.
Like Jasmine Sullivan got a record out called Mascara. Have you ever heard of it?
If I'm not mistaken, I have, but go ahead.
Love the song. She talking about her booty being fake, her working out every day. She respect those girls. You know what I'm saying? Like if she didn't do it, somebody else would do it, you know. She wants you to give her this life. She respects. Love the song because I get it. That song made me look at girls, women like that a different way. Like that song literally changed my perspective on girls that their life job is to look good and find them a rich man to be his whatever, whatever you are to him. I totally respect girls like that because the way she put it in the song, it's like that's some work. But she doesn't have a balance. Every single song in that beautiful woman's catalog. You know, the new Jasmine Sullivan, limited vocabulary. Rhonda said limited vocabulary. That could
Uh,
be it too. They don't know what else. They don't know what to write about.
she
Everybody
also
ain't Nicki Minaj.
she said, Rhonda said she got to do whatever they pay her to do.
Yeah,
Again,
that's a
that's the
fact.
reason. That's the reason why I said in the very beginning, looking at it, I used to blame the artist, but now looking at the whole entire picture, I can't really say it's the artist's problem or fault. It's everybody. Everybody contributes to that. Period. I mean, obviously the listener contributes to it, but once again, I'm not saying let's get back to some old stuff, but I'm just saying as a spectator, I need to get a little bit of balance. I don't want to hear all of that dropping like it's hot. Song where every freaking word is auto tune, especially for the ones who can sing. Like that to me is just like, ugh. The ones who can sing, I get it. Put a little auto tunes, but if you can sing, what's the deal? Why are you hiding
Well,
behind it?
Candy, it's not that they're not hiding behind it. It's just, and this is just that's the evolution of sound. It's just the sound, and it's not going anywhere. Like the industry operates off of that plug-in. That is a standard plug-in for every singer. I don't care who you are. Auto tune is the standard plug-in. It's going to affect everybody's voice different depending on your skill set as far as your ability to control your vocals. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce uses auto tune, but you can't really tell it because she has so much vocal control that the auto tune don't really have to correct her vocals. It's just the sound that they're looking for phonically. You know what I'm saying? Now you got K Michelle. I'm not saying a woman can't sing because she's a beautiful woman. She can sing, she can write. Love her. But you can really hear the auto tune in her music. Why? It's not that they put so much on it. It's just that it's constantly correcting pitching. And you know what I'm saying? This the vocal control. That's why you hear it so much in others than you do in others. You don't hear it so much in Beyonce because she has so much vocal control. And so, but it ain't going nowhere, girl. Auto-tune is here to stay.
And I get that. Like you said, it's part of the culture. I get it. I like talent. And that's what I listen to. I don't want to listen to this person's song and your song sound exactly like the next person's song or the person before them. Like, what sets you apart? And so it's really hard for me to listen to certain songs when it's consistent. And how do you get around when the music you can only talk about so much? So how do you get around with saying even that? Well, it sounds like somebody else done said, yeah, because somebody else has said it. It's just they're putting it out in a different way. But
you know what? I feel the way that you make people relate to what the projects that you are putting out is you're telling a story. It's almost like a sitcom. We've seen every sitcom is like a reflection of a past sitcom. Or there's probably about 4 or 5 sitcoms or television shows that are out right now that are similar. But we watch them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Tyler. Okay, I'm not gonna say that because one day I might work for Tyler Perry, so I'm gonna talk about Tyler Perry. But we watch the sitcoms because the people themselves give it a different feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, look at all the doctor shows. Look at all the doctor shows. Look at all ER was the main one that I could think of back in the day, but there's so many now new versions of
Grey's
ER.
Anatomy, Chicago Fire. It's so many of them shows where the people are EMTs and ambulance workers and fire station workers that go and help people save their lives, and they have fall in love with their coworkers, and it's about 17 shows like that on TV right now. But people will watch them all. Why? Because they relate to the people themselves. So like with music, somebody has to be intrigued by you in order for your song to be the one, even though it's probably the same exact lyrical content as somebody else's, but it's you that they want. Like when I do Crazy by CeeLo, I do it my own way.
Yes, you do.
It's to the point now where it's almost like Crazy is my song. It don't even belong to CeeLo no more. But
it's so funny. Yes, every time I hear that song, I'm hearing your rendition of it.
Because so it's the person. It's the person that you like. I don't even watch award shows no more. Like I'm gonna watch the one because I like Nicki Minaj. I really like her. She's the one. Her Lil' Kim, like they get a pass to me. Like they get a pass. They can be raunchy and as perverted as they want to be because I really like them girls. But the award shows are so boring because everybody is singing the same song 17 times. But back in the day, you had Janet, then you had maybe Whitney Houston come on, then you had a Mary J. Blige come on, then you had Total come on. Those are all completely different acts, completely different. Now, the black women that are being that are out there is the same act over and over again. All their hair look alike, all their nails look alike. They all got the same BBL. They all, you understand what I'm saying? They all got the same veneers done. They all wearing the same clothes. I
Same
mean, everybody
acting.
lace front the same. Everybody got the same lace front on. Everybody got the same sew in. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's
It is.
horrible.
It is. And as I'm right there with you. But you know what? I'm gonna go back to something you said, and I might be paraphrasing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. Basically, there's an audience.
Mm-hmm.
As long as there's an audience,
Mm-hmm.
people are still going to continue to make certain sounds, certain
Right.
songs.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm.
So we almost kind of, you, and I swear, literally, I just totally forgot it. But you literally just answered it. You answered why the way, in my opinion, why the music is the way it is. Because there's still an audience. And so no matter what, there's an audience for somebody who wants to hear some Barry White. There's an audience who wants to hear country. So no matter what, there's always going to be someone listening and going to want to hear it. But for me, let's not flood the entire industry with that one situation. Going back to the award shows, I love the award shows. I couldn't wait to see them. VCR it. Have to hurry up and watch it. But now, I'm cool. I can watch it on social media because
Yeah.
there's nothing
Just the
there for me.
highlight. Or
Exactly.
if they doing like a new edition reunion or a bad boy reunion or something. Yeah. And that has a lot to do with, like, we sound like our parents too. Like, it has a lot to do with, that's our era of when we were having the time of our lives. So that's our music. So I get it, we are just like our parents used to be like, oh, y'all like that old music now, that ain't music. This was music, it's the same thing. But that doesn't mean that me at my age has to stop like getting material. Why do I have to keep listening to the same songs over and over again? Because there are no new songs that fit me and my lifestyle, that fit me. There's none. Tamia, her records are amazing. Her voice is impeccable, but we don't hear a lot about her. And we don't hear anything about Tamia anymore, to be honest. And she has one of the best voices out here.
Yes, she does.
She does. Like, it's amazing. Her last project that she put out from the beginning to end, every song, amazing. But I just want to know when they gonna make some music for people who don't want to be feeling weird about the songs that they're listening to.
But see, and that's it. That's it, because it goes back to, let's think about it. You're either with a label or you're independent. And so
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, you have control, specifically as far as a decision with an artist. You have a control on which direction you want to go in your music career.
That's true.
Um, but then you also, what I believe, you have people who are ready to look for those ready-made artists. They have basically they don't have to do any work.
Well, that is it now. Like, how many social media followers do you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, before Lizzo was Lizzo, she was already turning numbers. She already had a fan base. She could already go on tour. You understand what I'm saying? So, did you go viral, or who are you connected to? That's the only thing that matters now. So it's like, when M Head filmmaker said, when was the last good R&B group?
Woo!
New edition.
No,
Hello. Not just kidding.
112.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ooh, that
But
damn 112. Ooh,
come
Jesus.
on, come on.
I died today.
And I have to put it out there. I'm gonna have to put it out there because I love music and because, those types of groups, that type of music being made back then, it will never die. It will always be around. My only thing as a spectator, a supporter, I wish that any of the groups that are broke up, I don't care if we talking about bands, funk bands.
Mint condition. Ooh, Jesus.
I
Mint
need for y'all to get on
condition.
back. Y'all talking about look, y'all talking about do it for the culture. I need for y'all 112 and next. Yes, exactly. We need all of these people to come back. But now, here's something here. There's a disconnect. We're talking about men groups. Where are our women groups? We need them back too. Like you mentioned, total. Like, but it's so much going on individually with these groups. And again, they have their own reason. As a lover, fan, it just can y'all bless me with one thing? Can y'all get back together? Because if
The group. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I'm not mistaken, 702 is making come. This was about to say. I'm understanding that groups are coming back. I have seen social media where not just the ones that were already established at one point, but I'm seeing on social media some of the groups are coming back. The group era is trickling back.
Yeah, we need some new ones though because them 90s girl groups. We love your music, but can y'all sing today?
Well, I know
Can
as
y'all
a
sing today?
thank you,
Can
sing
you
and
sing
dance.
today?
Woo, woo.
Can you sing
Right.
today?
Today, right?
As
Well, but
B
see,
Simone would say, can you sing today?
you
Well,
know,
let's get
but
some new ones. Some new
as
ones.
new groups. But so now let me say this, Shannon, as a singer yourself, you know how important it is to take care of your voice. You know what I mean? And so I don't even care if y'all jacking up your own songs. I need for y'all to just come on back. Period, point blank. There's money to be
Like
made.
Frankie Beverly has toured his whole life. He's never put out another record. Maze, and they've never put out another record. They have spent their whole career with them 4, 5, 6 little songs they got. That's it. But that's never gonna happen again in our lifetime. It'll never happen in the United States in our lifetime again. Other countries have boy bands and stuff like that. Like it's a real popular boy band out. Those Asian guys, I don't know their names.
Oh,
They're Asian.
B2, D2, whatever. Don't listen. I know, because
They're
everybody.
they're
I
like
know,
the number one. They're like number one everywhere.
but look at the music that they're singing. Hold on, it says M-Head filmmaker said the old groups need to sit down, and SWV and them they breaking down like pie crust, like pie crust. Oh my goodness.
He
Hey,
right.
you know what? But you know what? Most of them, anyway, now they're singing off of that full track, that track backing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. The music still is not going to go anywhere. We play that now. You driving in your car, what are you putting on? You're putting on that. A lot of people have the same thought. That 90s era was just it. Period, point blank. But I'm
For
gonna take it
us,
back.
though. For us, though.
But you know what? I'm gonna take it back. Did it not start from somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Motown, all of those sounds. It started from there. Michael Jackson, Supremes, Temptations, James Brown. I like variety, so I take it all the way back. Even I listen to Duke Ellington. I like variety of music, but I just have not for the past 10 years as a again supporter that goes and pays money to be at these concerts. A lot of money. it sucks when I see some of these groups just going, or some of the artists just going one way, and it
Well,
just
they
sucks.
can't. They can't anymore. They're literally old. Like they're literally old. Like me now. Let's just say me now. I'm like 716 pounds now.
Used to, yeah.
So when I'm dancing on stage, girl, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm sweating everywhere, places I never sweat before. So I can't be up there shucking and jiving like I used to because I'm sweating bad. You see what I'm saying? Whitney Houston was the last to do the sweat, like sweat out, like don't give a damn, just sweat, wig like this. Like I can't move like I can no more. My voice has changed. No matter how much I take care of it, it's inevitable. You're gonna change, but it still takes me back to what we were originally talking about. Even though our groups, our parents' groups have gotten up there in age, they've moved on, they're still out here performing. The new generation of music that's coming in, it's no substance to it because my mama likes Keisha Cole. That ain't her generation. My mama likes Janet. I mean, she likes all them singers, and that's not her generation. She liked both of them. You see what I'm saying? She liked Montel Jordan. She liked Jade. She liked all that stuff. Good Girls, even SWV. My mama liked all that stuff, and that's not her generation. That's not her generation. So what I'm saying is like we love our generation, but we don't love the stuff that come behind us. Like it's just not carrying on. It's like the torch is not being carried on. It's no, I know there's effort, but what they're putting out is like what people around them are telling them are great. And then people are giving them opportunities. People just give them opportunities. And what I've realized, you know, and I hope I'm not doing too much talking, but
This
what
is
I
what we were.
realized, what I realized, you know, the years I've been in the music industry since I was 19, and I am a whole 26 now. All this time I've been in the industry, I've realized it's not really about the quality of your voice. It's not about how good you can sing, how good you can dance, how pretty you are. It's about how people perceive you, period. Like, let's just think Tracy Chapman. Tracy Chapman has a song called Beautiful. If you ever get a chance to listen to it. No, it's not Tracy Chapman, I'm sorry. It's
India Ari.
In the cello. Nichelle in the cello. I can't think of her name. But when I tell you that song is beautiful, it makes me cry every time I hear it. But let's say Tracy Chapman fast card. You got a fast card. Like, ideally, we in our younger days look at somebody like Tracy Chapman to come out. We didn't care about how she looked. We didn't care about how good she could sing. We just liked the song. And that changed. That changed. Somewhere in this culture, the actual flat foot, I can sing, I am an individual, I have an aura, I'm a star. You don't have to make me a star, I'm already a star. That changed. And that's where all these stereotypes came into play. Not saying that the stereotypes ain't always been there, but then it became sickening, the stereotypes. And when the stereotypes came, then I believe then that became the demise of real music, like what we really want. Like Aretha Franklin, Not saying that right now I want somebody coming out talking about looking out on the morning. I don't want to hear nobody come out singing like that now. I just don't. I don't want to do it to You Make Me Feel. I don't want to do it to that song. I want to do it to Chris Brown, Sex You Back to Sleep.
Yes. Ooh, ooh.
Right. But when the idea of what beauty is, who deserves to make it, what your body need to look like, this, that, or the other, when that happens, then that is the demise to me of real music. And we've just been going downhill. We've been going downhill ever since.
Man, okay. For the
In
most
my
part,
opinion.
yeah, and for the most part, it's the bottom line. What's gonna make people money? Period. Point blank.
Right now, too.
Right now. Yeah.
What's gonna
Yeah.
make me some money right now, today, tomorrow? You put this
And
record out. You put this record out today. By Friday, no matter of fact, you put this record out today. Tomorrow, you better have them numbers. That's the record label. If I put a record out today and if by tomorrow you ain't got the numbers, the record didn't do well. That's stupid to me.
okay, well, wait, hold on. Then now you have to resort to showing a little leg, some boobs, and talk about how good you are in bed with your mouth job.
Or a scandal.
Yep. M Head, Shannon, where can I watch your videos since you talking about people so I can see if you can sing?
These are just my opinions. You know, like tail. Everybody has one. This is just my opinion. Now, I don't have anything bad to say about artists that have made it. What I'm saying, because I congratulate everybody that made it, because hell, they did something that I was not able to accomplish when I was out there singing. But I mean, who is that? Is that your friend, Candy?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, look, I can sing for you right now, boo. You ain't got to hear no video. I mean,
There you go. That's what, wait, hold on. Before you even do that's another thing. That's another thing. That's one of the good things that I've always adored about you, because no matter what, at the drop of the dime, what we were in Florida, you in Miami, you sung right there on the street. A lot of these people can't even do that. When somebody say, I need you to drop me a lyric right now, okay, hold on, I gotta get to my auto tunes. You know what I mean? So no, we need some daring. We need some that's gonna stand on their word. I know I can sing, so okay. I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it since M Head. Look, Rhonda says show him what you're working with. All right, there you go. You got the floor.
What am I gonna sing? Look at me. I sound like the other girls. What am I gonna sing, girl? Remember those walls I built? Baby, they're tumbling down. And they didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. I'm standing in the light of your halo. I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. It's the risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking out, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. I pray you won't fade away. I pray you won't fade away. I pray you won't fade away. Hey, oh, halo.
Come on now, come on now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that. That's what I'm talking about. Come on now. Even though M Head said Amazing Grace, sing Amazing Grace. You know what I mean?
Amazing Grace. I'm not a gospel singer, M Head. I'm a heathen.
Sing grace, how sweet the sound. Ooh, okay, dog. Look, I'll be done start crying and everything, you know. Okay, okay, Monique Nicole, she gave you some fires. Rhonda gave you the
Thank
clap.
y'all.
Let's see. Come on, M Head. I know you had something to say. When you close your eyes and move like that, you can sing. Great job, Candy. Let her know what's up. Ooh, say what? Say what? Say what? No. Ooh, you know. Uh, okay, that's her move, move, move,
That's
move.
the only dance I know how to do now.
Man, man, I tell you what, here's the thing. I'm gonna wrap this up because we can be on here all night long.
I
And I thank you so
know.
much for everybody who came on, who chimed in. Thank you so much. It was impromptu, but I saw that video. I was like, Shannon, you need to come. Bless you.
Excuse me.
We need to get
Sorry,
on here
excuse
and
me.
talk about this. Um, as a supporter, this is my opinion. I need
Mhm.
some more music. I need people out there to make some music with feeling. I she said you cute. I need more music, man. I swear, because I know there are some talented people out there right now, right now. You know, but I personally don't want to see them sell themselves short
Uh-huh.
because of what somebody is demanding from them. You
Hmm.
have to reach into yourself and find out what you are capable of doing. Just because, listen, hey, this stuff don't happen overnight. Fame, whatever, doesn't happen overnight. So this time, take time to perfect your craft, find out what you want to do, where your lane is.
Hmm.
And you know what? If this is not for you, take that gift and pass it along and help
Pass
someone
it
else.
along. Oh,
Exactly. Pass it
God.
along, help
You said a
somebody else.
whole word. You said a whole word with that passing it along stuff like, and I never claimed to be the greatest singer in the world at all. I'm talking about when I talk about what I feel is missing from the music that I want to buy, that I want to listen to. I'm saying I'm not connected to the music because I don't twerk all day. I don't twerk all day. I'm not looking for the next man to buy me a Gucci bag or a Louis. And yeah, I can buy my own, but that's not the only thing that makes up a black woman to me is what kind of bag she wear, um, the shape of her booty. We all got body, you know what I'm saying? We all got body. I mean, what?
Hold on.
But
I got a little booty, little butt, but little booty, but it's
but
still body.
it's like we want to hear something that makes you feel. That makes me feel like I brought up Chris Brown because Chris Brown can get raunchy, but he gets a pass because he's Chris Brown. He's been
Man,
singing his whole life. He already gave us. He already gave us all the popcorn music. He's singing his. He is telling his truth, but he also has a balance. Usher has a balance. Everybody has a balance, but I just want to feel the music again. And that's what is missing to me. I don't feel any passion connected to the music. I like you ever hear Daily? You know who Daily is?
no.
When you get a chance, I'm gonna send you some of his music. Little white boy, he's European, he's from overseas. Beautiful voice. The stuff he talks about, you feel it like you feel it in your heart. He's soulful. Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown. I can't say nothing bad about Chris Brown, even though, whatever he did. But even though he's younger than me and I'm not really into the stuff he does now because I'm just not twerking every day for a living. Hi, Isabel. But that song, like, Sex You Back to Sleep,
Man, look, that,
Or
well, hold on, I gotta say this just because every time I hear the song, that makes a little man feel like a big man. Woo. Put on that song and you swim with a little man. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
The little man syndrome. The little man syndrome. You put on that Chris Brown song, and woo, you won't even know that you're dealing with. I mean, because
exactly.
you lose yourself in those words, and you imagine yourself with Chris Brown actually being the one that's doing it, or not even just him, but the person that you're with. That's that feeling.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When Chris Brown said 3 in the morning, and you know I'm horny, won't you come over my place and put us back when you leave in the club? Shawty, hurry up. Like songs like that, it's like, yes, I want to hear that. I can do it to that. I can't, like, I can't, the cocky, arrogant women syndrome thing
Mm-hmm.
that's going on right now. I can't get into it. I can't get into it. So when it comes to music and women, I'm listening to old school music for women. Like today, I listened to Control, I listened to um um Rhythm Nation. I listened to Janet's second, third, and fourth album today.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any other music. Tamia, I plan on listening to Tamia tomorrow. So it's like I don't have any new people. Again, it's because it's just not, it's no connection for the women to the music, and that's what I want. I wish that there was more of a connection for the women who do have the platform, for the women who do have the opportunity in front of them to reach masses, even to the women like myself who don't have the masses but can create good music. If I had the opportunity like these other women have, Candy.
But you know what? Okay, I gotta say it, and we're gonna be out of here in a second. The writers, the artists now are not writers. Not all of them, but a lot of them lack writing. I feel once again, you got to connect with the music. If you're writing these words, then you'll be able to feel that when you're singing it. Again, going back to the feeling, isn't that what Puffy said? There's no feeling. So when you're an artist that doesn't have that talent to write, that doesn't even know anything about look, I'm out feeling, that doesn't have the talent to write, then you're not gonna feel that. You're just gonna be like, okay, let me get in the booth and let me just sing and lay this down. That's it. And say I
And
got a
then the
song.
ones, yeah, the ones that are writing, they're writing about their experience in life.
But see,
And they haven't experienced much. And then the ones that are singing these songs, like the ratchet R&B music songs, which
well,
again, nothing wrong with ratchet R&B music. I love it.
but
But
but look, wait a minute. Nobody has the time to make love anymore. So
yeah,
therefore, you're hearing all of this stuff.
yeah.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay, that's
We
another
hearing all the
subject.
wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yep. I ain't gonna lie, cause I don't need to be getting love made and all that stuff all the time either. I want some love made. I want some wham bam, thank you, ma'ams. But at the same time, for some reason, I don't know. I'm over it. I mean, I'm over hearing a bunch of men say the same stuff too. So I just need some variety. That's all. I need some love back. I need some feeling. I need to
So we can
grab.
soften up. So we can soften up. They wonder why women are so hard. They wonder why we're so hard on each other. We don't have anything to soften us up. And the stuff that we are, that is out there for us to listen to, is like suicidal music. Like, it's that low vibration music to where it doesn't move you at all. You're just listening to a bunch of words and some beats. It's low vibration. You're not getting anything out of the music at all, except ooh, let me go get my booty injected a little bit more.
You know what? You said that that's the second time you done said suicidal. A lot of people are dealing with that. A lot of people pre-pandemic was in their, and you know what I mean? It's dark. A lot of people are in their dark times. So this dark music is what they want to hear.
What they want to
We
hear.
might not want to hear it, but it's what they want because that's where they can connect. So once again, there is there's an audience for all different types of music.
It is. It is.
But we just need to get some variety, get that love back, get that emotions, get the connections.
Love back. I
All
want
right,
some
then.
love back.
Man, listen, you say Chris Brown. Okay, now for real, this is my lesson. What does he say? You like it what you see. Everything designer on me. That's why when I walk, you looking like you wanna fuck. Now he said that, but it was so smooth. The track is so smooth, and you and I both know there's probably not a person in this world that has not ever seen a man or a woman and be like, ooh, ooh, yo, it's something about him or her. Ooh, that's that feeling.
It's that feeling.
That's it. We're gonna end off on that. So Puffy, P. Diddy, love. Listen, I agree.
Sean.
Thank you. Mr. Coleman. Yes, I agree. We agree. We both agree. We need some love. So with all that being said,
Hey Puffy, RnB Shannon on Instagram. I'm a hell of a writer. I can lay vocals in the studio better than most. What else? What else can I say? You know, give me a shot. Can't you see what you did to me? Come on, Puff. Take that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Promote yourself.
Okay.
Okay, while you're there, here, listen. I know for those who are listening, looking, or whatever, you already know. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Candy Productions 2, capital C, number 2. If you are not following the Candy Talk Show on Instagram, do it. Do it now. Impromptu, whatever plan, just make sure you log on, subscribe, follow, share, like, send it out. We out. Bye-bye.
Bye.